This exact brake keeps showing up at the highest levels. It's called the side brake, a power brake from the side. Multiple pros still use it today, so I wanted to know why. If consistency is the reason they use it, what happens if you remove every excuse and really test that consistency? The same brake in the same spot 100 times. I didn't want to cherry pick anything. The makes were coming, but not often. And then it started to feel streaky. Scratches showed up too.
Oh, wow.
And when it worked the same way. I thought I was doing everything right. Same brake, same spot, testing out different speeds, but the results just weren't lining up with what I see at the pro level. And at first I thought the problem was me. Maybe my stroke wasn't straight. I figured something was wrong. So I went back and did more research and started watching more videos on when the pros use this brake. And that's when I noticed something I can't believe I missed earlier. They never use a rack template on this brake. The racking template is designed to eliminate all gaps and imperfections inside of a brake. It's supposed to keep everything consistent and tight. It's supposed to spread the energy evenly. But the side brake doesn't want perfect symmetry. It's actually designed for the small little gaps throughout the rack. With a standard triangle rack, some balls might not be touching, which then leaves area for energy to then be dispersed unevenly. And that leak is what the pros rely on when using this brake. So if I wanted to test this brake honestly, I couldn't keep forcing it into a setup the pros avoid. Same brake, same spot, but now with a triangle rack. This is the same look the pros are playing for.
Should I count that one, Clark?
I don't think I should. So the question isn't whether this brake works.
Oh! Oh!
It's what conditions it actually needs to work.
Oh! One ball was going. Oh! 15. Oh, 7. What?
Made the one ball. Here we go with a recap. To start with the big numbers first. Total number of breaks, 100. I did scratch 8 times, so 8% of the time I did scratch, which is just a little bit more than the standard head-on scratch. I was able to get into a groove, especially the last 50, where I only scratched 1 time, but I do believe I could have actually shrunk it down, especially in the first 50. One of the top performers in the standard head-on break was actually the 10 ball. This 15 was also tied for the most popular balls made, 16 times for the 10 and the 15. I do know that this 15 ball shot straight down into this rail, and then came at an angle off this rail that was a steep angle. That also allowed for it to intercept the 10 and the 1 ball. But there were a couple times that I actually helped and it still put one of those into another pocket. The next runner up was actually gonna be the 5. The 1 ball I made 10 times. I know for a fact that that is the main ball that should be going in. There's gotta be a better way for me to do it. The 14 ball went in 8 times. The 13 ball, which is gonna be this one, found its way 7 times. I do know I saw it go in here quite a bit towards the end there. The 7 ball, the 4 ball, and the 3 ball all went in 2 times each. 52% of the time I could have kept shooting afterwards. That is if I didn't scratch on that same break. And 21 of those came from a standard racking template, and then 31 of the breaks where the ball made came with a triangle rack itself, so a looser rack. Total number of balls made on the breaks were 74. Something else to note is out of the 50 breaks with the racking template, which was just a tight and secure rack every single time, as consistent as I could get it. When it came to the racking method, only 21 of those breaks, so not even half of those breaks I could have continued shooting on. And with the pros, I've noticed that they only use this break when it's just a racking triangle. This rack is also mainly used on a 9-foot table, and I know, especially with a 9-foot table, that this 15 and the 10 ball would have tracked a lot differently as well. Depending on if you're on a bar box 7-foot table like this one is here, or a standard tournament table, which is going to be 9 feet long. Using this break, you're going to have two very different outcomes, especially with the spreads itself. But with that being said, a couple of these balls probably would have never made it to its own pockets unless it was comboed in by a few other balls to get there. So something to keep in mind. That is going to conclude the video. If you guys want to go ahead and leave a like, hit that subscribe button for more content in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to watch this video here where I tested the standard head-on break 100 times. This has been Trent on the break.